गुड इवनिंग दोस्तों. दिस इज ऋषि AKA रोज द गुड वुमन गॉड्स ओन चाइल्ड. एंड आज मैं कुछ खास लेकर आई हूँ. एंड दैट इज प्रिपेयरिंग फॉर एन MBA इंटरव्यू. किस तरह से हमें एक MBA इंटरव्यू के लिए प्रिपेयर करना चाहिए. मेरे पास कोई आइडियल तरीका तो नहीं है, बट दिस इज हाउ आई वुड डू इट. एंड मैं चाहती हूँ कि आप लोग मेरे रिस्पॉन्सेस सुनकर मुझे फीडबैक दो कि मैंने किस तरह से इंटरव्यू दिया, इसमें क्या आपको अच्छा लगा एंड क्या इम्प्रूव किया जा सकता है. तो SPJN के इंटरव्यू क्वेश्चंस में से कुछ ऐसे क्वेश्चंस हो सकते हैं जैसे प्लीज स्पेंड अप टू 5 minutes गिविंग अ ब्रीफ बैकग्राउंड अबाउट योर सेल्फ. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, योर एजुकेशनल क्वालिफिकेशंस अटेन्ड, प्रीवियस वर्क एक्सपीरियंस एंड करंट पोजिशन. तो जैसे अब बज रहे हैं फॉर एग्जाम्पल 12:33. तो इस सवाल का जवाब देने के लिए सबसे पहले मैं एक टाइमर का इस्तेमाल करूंगी, क्योंकि उन्होंने स्पेसिफिकली बोला है कि उनको टाइम बाउंड रखना है इस आंसर को. तो अब मैं टाइमर या स्टॉप वॉच नहीं, टाइमर रखूंगी जिसमें मैंने 5 मिनट कर दिए हैं. ठीक है. अब इस 5 मिनट पे मेरा हमेशा ध्यान रहेगा कि मैं क्या बोल रही हूँ और कितना समय बीत चुका है. तो चलिए मैं अपना टाइमर शुरू करती हूँ और आपको बताती हूँ कि मेरा जवाब क्या रहेगा. Thank you for asking this question. As you know, my name is Risi Charlie Chiteth, and I am a YouTuber, a social media influencer, an author, a blogger by profession at present. I come from an IT background. By qualification, I am an IT engineer with distinction in my graduation. Being an IT engineer, I worked in the IT field with JP Morgan as a software developer titled as technology analyst. In this role, what I did was I dealt with my banking clients. I gathered requirements about the software they wanted to create. I created a prototype for them. I developed the software application. I got it tested through them. Then I released it into production. I solved any production issues they had. And as and when they had any change requests or change requirement, I dealt with those. Being a desk job, I felt that it was very restrictive in nature, and I didn't like being with my laptop for 10 to 12 hours at a stretch. I am more of a people's person, and hence I thought I should do something more purposeful in life, which is more aligned to my interest areas. I joined an NGO called Teach for India, where I got the opportunity to teach 120 underprivileged kids from low income communities in a private school in the slums of Chembur, Bombay. That's when I realized who I truly was. I impacted these 120 kids in being able to give them a strong education, values, exposure, and allowing them to develop in multiple areas of their lives. For example, taking girls for cricket and football practice, taking them for different debating events, Model United Nation competitions, and also convincing parents why should a girl be allowed to play cricket or why should she be allowed to study after 10th standard. It was such a rewarding journey because I acted as the voice of freedom for so many girls and even boys in some cases. I was able to counsel kids, parents, teachers, the school staff, management into believing that it is possible for these children to do very well in life and for them to have comparable careers to other kids who would otherwise learn in better schools. It was a logical move then, after the fellowship, to join a teachers as a teacher trainer with Chrysalis, where I got the chance to travel to different states across the country and train teachers. I acted as a consultant for schools and I suggested various techniques in which they could improve so that they can make their school capable of creating capacity for the 21st century. So I counsel teachers, parents, school management, and teaching and non teaching staff along with students. After that, for better monetary compensation and better growth in hierarchy, I joined White Hat Junior as a training manager. I went on to become the team lead, the senior manager, a teacher success manager for the recruitment team of White Hat, where I was responsible for the end-to-end recruitment of teachers for coding, right from the telephonic, from getting the leads from different websites like Naukri and Indeed, to getting their telephone interview done, to taking 3 rounds of demos for them, and then finally completing their induction. I've also worked with Byju's because White Hat Junior was acquired by Byju's. And then I worked with Lead School as an associate director of the state of Gujarat. This role was very similar to Chrysalis, but I was doing a more responsible role in the sense I was managing a team of four who were in turn managing 20 schools each. I have also worked with companies like IMFS, where I was a study abroad consultant, and Bitsom, where I was an admissions and outreach officer. Having done work for 9 years, I now feel that I can be a consultant and advise schools and businesses on getting better at their work. Thank you so much. That was a brief introduction about me. So, here is where I realized that my 5 minutes are up, and I can now move on to the next question, or I can allow the interview panel to move on to the next question. Thank you so much for watching. I will take up more questions in the upcoming videos. I will keep it short so that you can enjoy the video and I can also take enough water breaks in between. Thank you so much for watching. This is Risi aka Rose, the good woman, God's own child, signing off until we meet again. Bye. Good night.